Gentlemen, the foods on your plate today could mean the difference between peaceful nights of sleep or years of frustration with prostate problems. Most men don't realize it, but what you eat every day quietly shapes the health of this small gland sitting just below your bladder. Ignore it, and you may face constant urges, weak flow, or even more serious complications down the road. Think about it. We've all heard endless advice about heart health or weight loss. But when was the last time anyone told you which foods protect or silently harm your prostate? The truth is, your daily diet can either fuel inflammation and imbalance, or it can help you stay strong, comfortable, and in control. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, and for over 30 years, I've worked with men just like you, helping them restore confidence, health, and vitality without unnecessary medications or procedures. And in this video, I want to give you something most men never hear until it's too late: the truth about how everyday foods affect your prostate. Today, I'll reveal the 5 most dangerous foods that slowly damage prostate health. And then I'll show you the 5 powerful foods that can protect you, restore balance, and help you live with fewer interruptions and more freedom. Let's get started with the first of the 5 worst foods. Worst food 5: processed meats. We begin our list with one of the most common and most dangerous culprits: processed meats. I'm talking about sausages, bacon, ham, salami, deli slices, even those convenient hot dogs and burgers that seem harmless at first glance. Here's the problem: these products are often packed with nitrites and nitrates, chemical preservatives that keep the meat looking pink and tasty. But once inside your body, those chemicals can turn into compounds known to increase the risk of cancer, including prostate cancer. And it doesn't stop there. Processed meats are usually loaded with sodium, which causes water retention and puts extra strain on your urinary system. When your bladder and urinary tract are under pressure, your prostate, already a delicate player in that system, pays the price. To make matters worse, these meats are heavy in trans fats and saturated fats. That combination fuels chronic inflammation, one of the leading drivers of prostate enlargement and discomfort. Imagine your prostate like a garden hose. If the tissue around it swells from inflammation, the flow slows down or even stops. That's exactly what many men experience when their diet is filled with these fatty, processed foods. So what's the solution? Swap the deli counter for fresh, lean cuts of meat or poultry. If you love burgers, make them at home using quality ground beef or turkey and natural seasonings. Not only will you cut out the preservatives, but you'll also reduce the inflammation that silently sabotages your prostate. By stepping away from processed meats, you're already lowering your risk of long-term prostate trouble and giving your body a cleaner, healthier foundation. Worst food number 4: excessive dairy. We all grew up hearing that milk builds strong bones and that cheese and yogurt are everyday essentials. But when it comes to your prostate, too much dairy can quietly become a real threat. Milk naturally contains growth hormones like IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. High levels of IGF-1 in the body are linked to an increased risk of prostate cancer. In simple terms, the more dairy you consume, the more you may be fueling cell growth where you least want it. That's not the only concern. Cow's milk also carries female hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. In moderation, they may not matter, but when you're drinking milk at breakfast, snacking on cheese at lunch, and finishing the day with a bowl of ice cream, those excess hormones can disrupt your body's balance. For the prostate, that hormonal imbalance can mean swelling, inflammation, and abnormal growth. Then there's casein, the main protein in milk. For many men, casein sparks inflammation in the body, which often shows up as bladder pressure, difficulty urinating, or those frustrating trips to the bathroom at night. So what's the better path? Switch to plant-based alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, or soy milk. If you love yogurt, go for coconut or soy-based versions that taste just as good without the hormone overload. And when it comes to cheese, choose lighter, less processed varieties in smaller portions. The goal isn't to cut out every drop of dairy forever. It's to give your prostate a break, reduce inflammation, and restore hormonal balance. Even small changes here can mean fewer nighttime interruptions and more comfort throughout the day. Worst food. 3. Foods high in saturated fats. Let's be honest, few things are more tempting than a basket of French fries, a slice of fried chicken, or a greasy fast food burger. But these comfort foods come with a hidden cost. They're loaded with saturated fats, and your prostate pays the price. Here's why. Saturated fats create a chronic state of inflammation in your body. And inflammation is like fuel to the fire of prostate problems. Whether it's benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, or more serious conditions, an inflamed environment makes the prostate far more vulnerable. These fats also clog up your arteries, reducing blood flow. And when circulation is compromised, your prostate cells don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy. It's like starving the very tissue that keeps your urinary system working smoothly. There's also the hormone factor. Diets high in saturated fats have been shown to increase levels of free testosterone. Now, testosterone itself isn't the villain, but in an inflamed, unbalanced environment, excess free testosterone can accelerate abnormal growth inside the prostate. So what can you do? Instead of greasy fast food, choose healthy fat sources like avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish such as salmon or sardines. These provide omega-3 fatty acids, which actively fight inflammation and protect your prostate rather than harm it. The trade-off is simple. Every time you swap fried or fatty foods for cleaner, healthier fats, you're giving your prostate a chance to function better, stay calmer, and avoid unnecessary swelling. Worst food 2. Excessive alcohol. A cold beer during the game or a glass of wine with dinner may feel harmless, even healthy in moderation. But when alcohol consumption becomes excessive, it turns into a silent saboteur of prostate health. Here's the science. Alcohol disrupts your hormonal balance. It raises estrogen levels while lowering testosterone, creating the perfect storm for prostate problems. Over time, that imbalance can trigger inflammation and abnormal growth in the gland. Alcohol also irritates your urinary tract, including the bladder and the prostate itself. If you often struggle with urgency, weak flow, or the frustrating sense of never fully emptying your bladder, those evening drinks could be playing a bigger role than you realize. Then there's dehydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it drains water from your system. Dehydration concentrates your urine, making it more acidic. That acidity irritates the prostate and bladder lining, setting the stage for chronic inflammation. So what's the smarter move? You don't need to cut out alcohol completely to protect your prostate. Instead, focus on moderation. Limit your intake and alternate alcoholic drinks with water when you're out socializing. Even small adjustments, like saving wine for the weekend or cutting spirits in half with soda water, can give your prostate a much-needed break. Your body will thank you with better balance, less irritation, and fewer late-night bathroom trips. Worst food 1. Refined sugars and simple carbohydrates. At the very top of the list, we have a hidden enemy that sneaks into almost every modern diet: refined sugars and simple carbs. Think about white bread, pastries, donuts, soda, and candy bars. The kinds of foods that give you a quick burst of energy but leave your body paying a long-term price. When you eat these foods, your blood sugar spikes sharply, forcing your body to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, this constant surge drives systemic inflammation. And inflammation, as we've seen, is the spark behind many prostate problems. That's not all. Excess sugar contributes to belly fat, and extra fat around the abdomen disrupts your hormone balance. It tends to raise estrogen levels and lower testosterone. This hormonal shift creates the perfect conditions for prostate swelling and urinary difficulties. Refined carbs also fuel insulin resistance, the state where your cells stop responding to insulin properly. Studies have linked this resistance to accelerated prostate cell growth and a higher risk of cancer. So how do you fight back? Replace refined foods with complex carbs such as quinoa, oats, brown rice, and whole grain bread. These digest slowly, keeping your blood sugar steady and your hormones balanced. And if you've got a sweet tooth, reach for low glycemic fruits like berries, apples, or pears. They'll satisfy cravings while delivering antioxidants and fiber that protect your prostate instead of harming it. By cutting back on refined sugar, you're not just improving prostate health, you're giving your whole body a chance to reset, heal, and function the way it's supposed to. So there you have it, the 5 worst foods for your prostate: processed meats, excessive dairy, saturated fats, too much alcohol, and refined sugar. These are the silent culprits that quietly inflame, irritate, and weaken one of the most important glands in your body. But here's the good news: protecting your prostate isn't just about what you take away, it's also about what you put back on your plate. Food can be medicine when you choose the right kinds, and certain everyday options have been proven to calm inflammation, balance hormones, and even lower your risk of prostate enlargement or cancer. That's why now we shift gears. Instead of focusing on the enemies, let's talk about your allies, the foods that actively protect and strengthen your prostate. By adding these into your diet, you're not only preventing problems, but you're also boosting your energy, improving circulation, and reclaiming long-term comfort. Let's start with number 5 on the list of the best foods for prostate health. Tomatoes. Best food 5. Tomatoes. At number 5, we have one of the simplest and most powerful allies for your prostate: tomatoes. Whether in a salad, a sauce, or a hearty stew, this everyday fruit carries a nutrient called lycopene, a potent antioxidant linked to a lower risk of prostate cancer and slower progression of prostate enlargement. Think of lycopene as rust protection for your cells. It helps fight oxidative stress, the kind of cellular wear and tear that accelerates aging and promotes abnormal growth in the prostate. Here's something important: lycopene becomes even more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked. That means a homemade tomato sauce, roasted tomatoes, or tomato soup can actually deliver more prostate protection than raw slices on a sandwich. But the benefits don't stop at lycopene. Tomatoes also provide vitamin C to boost your immune defenses and potassium to help regulate fluid balance and support the muscles that keep your bladder and urinary system functioning smoothly. So, if you usually pass on tomatoes, it may be time to reconsider. Add them into pasta sauces. Toss them into vegetable juices, or roast them with olive oil as a delicious side. Your taste buds will be happy, and your prostate will thank you. Best food 4. Cruciferous vegetables. Coming in at number 4, we have the green giants of prostate protection: cruciferous vegetables. This family includes broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. What makes them so powerful? They contain a natural compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane supports your liver in clearing out toxins and reduces inflammation, 2 key steps in lowering your risk of prostate cancer. In other words, these veggies act like a cleanup crew for your body. But that's not all. Cruciferous vegetables also help regulate hormones. Excess estrogen in men is often linked to prostate enlargement, and these vegetables contain phytonutrients that encourage a healthier balance between testosterone and estrogen. When your hormones are balanced, your prostate stays calmer and healthier. On top of that, cruciferous vegetables are packed with fiber. Good digestion reduces straining, pressure, and discomfort in the pelvic region, an often overlooked way to keep the prostate happy. If steamed broccoli isn't your favorite, don't worry. Try sautéing it with garlic and olive oil, roasting cauliflower with turmeric, or tossing kale into a smoothie. There are countless ways to make these vegetables flavorful while protecting your prostate at the same time. Best food 3. Pumpkin seeds. Number 3 on our list may surprise you because it's so small and simple: pumpkin seeds. Don't underestimate them. These tiny seeds pack a powerful punch when it comes to prostate protection. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, a mineral that plays a critical role in maintaining hormonal balance and healthy prostate function. Low zinc levels have been directly linked to a higher risk of prostate enlargement, also known as BPH. They also contain phytosterols, natural plant compounds that block the conversion of testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT is the hormone most responsible for prostate growth. By keeping DHT levels in check, pumpkin seeds help calm the gland and ease urinary symptoms. And that's not all. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids, which fight inflammation and improve circulation. Better blood flow means your prostate receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function properly. Adding pumpkin seeds to your diet couldn't be easier. Sprinkle them on your salad, stir them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or enjoy a handful as a snack. Just stick to unsalted or lightly salted versions so you don't undo the benefits with too much sodium. This one small habit, snacking on pumpkin seeds, can have a big impact on long-term prostate health. Best food 2, green tea. At number 2, we turn to one of the world's oldest and most trusted health drinks, green tea. For centuries, it's been valued for its healing properties, and modern science now shows it can be a powerful ally for your prostate. Green tea is rich in catechins, antioxidants that fight free radicals, reduce inflammation, and even slow the growth of abnormal prostate cells. These compounds also help block the conversion of testosterone into DHT, the hormone that drives prostate enlargement and urinary issues. There's more. Green tea has gentle diuretic properties, which means it helps your body maintain a healthy fluid balance. This can reduce nighttime bathroom trips and ease pressure on your bladder and prostate. But here's the catch. Not all green teas are created equal. The bottled versions you see at the store, often loaded with sugar, won't give you the benefits. For true prostate protection, choose high-quality, minimally processed green tea leaves or tea bags. Brew it fresh, and if caffeine is a concern, decaffeinated versions still provide most of the same health effects. Making green tea a daily habit is simple. A cup in the morning or afternoon not only supports your prostate but also gives you a calm, steady energy that coffee often can't match. Best food 1, omega-3 rich fish. Finally, at number 1, we have one of the most powerful foods you can put on your plate, omega-3 rich fish. Salmon, sardines, trout, and tuna aren't just delicious. They're some of the best allies your prostate will ever have. Here's why. Omega-3 fatty acids are natural anti-inflammatories. They calm the silent inflammation that slowly enlarges the prostate and fuels disease. By reducing that fire, omega-3s help protect your gland from the constant irritation that causes so many urinary problems. They also improve circulation. Better blood flow means your prostate cells get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy, reducing the risk of abnormal growth. In fact, studies have shown that men who regularly eat omega-3 rich fish have a lower incidence of prostate cancer compared to those who don't. And let's not forget hormones. By helping balance testosterone and reducing the impact of DHT, omega-3s create a more stable environment for prostate health. The good news is, you don't need to overhaul your diet to see the benefits. Simply include fish like salmon or sardines in your meals 2 or 3 times per week. And if that's not possible, fish oil supplements can be a backup option, but always check with your doctor first. Omega-3 rich fish aren't just good for your prostate, they also protect your heart, brain, and joints. A true superfood for aging well. So let's pull everything together. We started with the 5 worst foods for prostate health. Those silent enemies that inflame, irritate, and throw your hormones out of balance. They were processed meats loaded with preservatives, excessive dairy that disrupts hormones, saturated fats fueling inflammation, too much alcohol irritating your system, and refined sugars and simple carbs, the hidden driver of hormonal chaos. But the story doesn't end there, because your plate can also be your best medicine. The 5 best foods for prostate health are tomatoes, rich in lycopene, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and kale, pumpkin seeds packed with zinc and phytosterols, green tea with its powerful catechins, and at number 1, omega-3 rich fish like salmon and sardines. The takeaway is simple. Cut back on the foods that inflame and irritate your prostate and replace them with foods that calm, balance, and protect it. Small daily changes can mean fewer bathroom interruptions, more comfort, and a lower risk of serious prostate problems in the years ahead. Every choice you make at the table is either moving you closer to comfort and strength or pushing you toward years of frustration. The good news? It's never too late to turn things around. Start with one small step today. Swap the bacon for fresh eggs, replace the soda with green tea, add a handful of pumpkin seeds to your salad. These little changes add up to big protection for your prostate. If this video opened your eyes, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the words "prostate strong" if you're ready to make one positive change starting today. Share this video with a friend, brother, or father, someone who needs this message as much as you do. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, natural health strategies that can transform your life. Your prostate health is your quality of life. Protect it, nourish it, and you'll enjoy more freedom, fewer interruptions, and the confidence to live fully at any age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, prostate health isn't just about avoiding discomfort. It's about protecting your independence, your sleep, and your peace of mind. The choices you make in the kitchen today will shape how you feel for years to come. If you found value here, hit that subscribe button and join this community of men taking charge of their health. Share this video with the people you care about, and together we can spread the message that it's never too late to make a change. And finally, let me know in the comments, what's the first food swap you'll make after watching this? Your story might inspire someone else to take that same step. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.